Hello, coders and digital artists. Miss Seward here with your end of semester update. Fist bump to all of us because we have made it here to the end of the semester. Regardless of how successful we've been, we should feel proud of ourselves for being here, for sticking it out, for continuing to log on every day and keep learning. So, good job to all of you. A few announcements and updates. And remember, you can always find information here on my teacher page. I'll keep like breaking news and links and things right here to make it easy to find. I've also updated my office hours, so now you don't even have to email me. You just click here to choose a time for my 9 to 11 a.m. office hours, and you can choose a Calendly and set up an appointment with me within 15 minutes of when you click on it. So that is new. A couple notes. Remember to choose your electives for next semester. You can stay in the one you're in, or you can switch, right? So you would come to the form, put your last name, your first name, your grade, choose next, and that will take you to your options. So 1A, A is like first semester work, and B is second semester work. So if you know which one, A or B, you want to go into, like you've completed A and you want to go into B, go ahead and choose that. If not, just choose coding or digital art and we'll put you in the right spot. But you have a choice of either staying in the class if you're already in coding. You can stay and continue in coding. You can switch to digital art. Same thing if you're in digital art. You can stay and continue. There's some great projects for next semester in both classes. If you switch to a different class, just know that you will be starting at the first semester work, so you won't be expected to know everything that they did first semester and start with second semester work. That wouldn't be fair. So you will be starting with the first semester work if you switch to a different class. I will also include this link in the email, and remember, it's on my teacher page, so you choose which class you want and click submit. Let me give you a quick summary of each class. Coding is what's behind when you click a button or tap on an app. Coding is what decides what happens. And so we are learning about the behind the scenes of lots of different computer interfaces. We do some block-based coding, which is like drag and drop on Scratch and things like that. We've learned a little bit about databases. So that's kind of the first semester work. Second semester, we'll get a little deeper into all wonderful things coding. In digital art, that is a little more of a creative class. We do things like digital photography. We're designing a logo right now. Second semester, we'll get into making some digital music and exploring different kinds of digital art. So that gives you a little bit of a summary. If you change your mind now that you've heard this, go ahead and submit a new form. We will take the latest choice for your second semester class, but get those in soon because next week is the end of the semester. Just a reminder that all first semester work is due, and it says it on my teacher page, on 12/15. That is next Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. That's midnight. And that is also on, if you go into the activities of our class, that is also here on everybody's schedules of exactly when it is, and another link to your electives choices. For both classes, that will be Unit 1, 2, and 3. Those are the units that are required to pass the semester. You might notice that quizzes are gone now, got rid of the quizzes. So if you look back on any of them, the quizzes are gone. I really wanted us to be able to focus on the work, the discussions, the activities and lessons, and less focus on the quizzes. Be sure, as you are wrapping up and evaluating if you're passing or need to do some more work, make sure that you are checking my feedback. If you're starting right here on Buzz, you can just go right to the grades of our class, and it looks the same for coding and for digital art. And then you will see the scores for your work. You'll see my feedback for anything there. If you see an assignment that is below 70%, that means it's not passing. You can click on it, right? I'll set all of those to retry. So you can click here and see my feedback. So what I've told this person is this is only one of the 4 steps that were provided, and they need to resubmit all of the steps for full credit. So make sure you're checking that feedback, because I spend a lot of time making sure you have the information you need to be successful without having to come to Zooms or email me. But you're welcome to if you're ever confused or just want some verification. Okay, so there's also feedback in other ones, so make sure you check that. If you see a 50%, that means the activity is missing. There likely won't be feedback in there unless you have submitted something. If you submit something, I will give you some sort of feedback. But if it's 50%, it means it's missing and you need to get that activity submitted. Okay, so this person can kind of determine what their score is, see their overall scores here. 78%, right? It's above 70%. So far, so good. Just know we haven't factored in the Unit 3 things, and we've been working on Unit 3 these past few weeks. So Unit 3 will also be factored into that kind of, how you're doing in the semester. If you have not completed all 3 of our units by next Wednesday, right, and that's 70% or higher on all of the unit activities, you will have the opportunity to do that in next semester. So you'll be able to complete what you need and then move on. So if you haven't completed coding 1A, you will be put back into coding 1A for next semester. You won't have to start at the beginning. You'll just go back and do what you missed, because you really need that information and those skills before you move on to coding 1B. So you'll have the opportunity to do that next semester, or you can change classes and start with the first semester work of the opposite class. If any of that is confusing, email me, message me on Genius, come to Zoom, fist bump to you. I'll see you soon.